Yo!
All right, so it is week 2, okay, so day 8, and week 2 is all about nutrition. Week 1 was all about training, lifting, and going hard, which is cool, which that will continue to happen. That's not going to stop. But now we're gonna get into the one thing people seem to struggle the most, which is the nutrition, okay? So basically, most people are very smart, but they seem to get very confused with nutrition and not realize it's not because they're not smart, it's just because they don't value it, they don't understand it, they don't want to give up certain things. So it's a lot of internal beliefs that you have about food. That's what it is. So I want to tackle a few things, you know, the calories, what's healthy, what's not healthy, how to party, okay, if you like to party, the drinking, the alcohol, what it does, the formulas, the weight loss, how to gain weight, X, Y, and Z. We're gonna tackle the whole thing, okay? It's gonna be super, super fun. This is actually more fun than training because I don't want no one to, like, you know, die sick, and that sucks. What happens is if you don't take care of yourself in your 20s or 30s, 40s, watch when you hit 50s. And then when you're 60, okay? From 60 and 70 to 80, imagine how much time you're gonna spend at the hospital. And that's not what I want. That's not my mission. So I want people to be healthy. That is probably why I wanted to do this concept of nutrition, because it's very internal, okay? There's a lot of things you don't know. No one's gonna teach you. And trust me, I'm Hispanic, but food is everything, right? I know about those things, right? It's a lot of the way that we were raised and stuff like that. So huge week, recipes, how I go about my own calories, essentially. Doesn't mean it applies to everybody, but also I have all the data that comes from like helping so many other people. So let's get to work. Today I'm doing wild caught. This is the first time I'm actually introducing this to my diet, but it's very lean source protein. So all I'm really gonna do is just really throw like just like sea salt, because sea salt's better than regular salt, okay? Especially I take my physique serious. I throw some lemon pepper, okay? By all means, you can throw whatever you like. I'm just a very simple guy for the most part, okay? And then paprika. So I like to do all the time. This thing's like difficult. Come on, there you go. Cool. Don't be shy. Okay, so that very, very simple. Then we're just basically gonna put it in the air fryer right here. All right, very simple. I put foil around this thing, so I would not have to worry about watching this thing later. And then once you turn on the air fryer, legit, this thing has a fish mode, I think. Fish mode, and it's gone. So you gotta do, just gonna wait for like the 10 minutes for when it's ready and be all crispy. Okay, time to cook a little bit of rice. So instead of using regular oil, I use the olive oil spray, okay? Because I don't need fat in my rice necessarily. And then again, some salt, okay? Next thing that I do is that I'll throw some turmeric, okay? Get that yellow color. It's so good when you're dieting, so it takes all the bad stuff out of your system. So for bloatiness, turmeric, by the way, you know the game. After I learned this from my mom, she said throw hot water into the thing. Okay, so like, yeah, I'm not coming out looking yellowish looking. You can see that. And then I'll grab the color. So super easy, and then just let it do its thing for like 10 minutes. Okay, last thing that I do, I need some greens in my food, of course. So I literally chop up a bunch of asparagus and put it in hot water. And I'll throw a little bit of garlic powder here, if you guys can see that. Gives it a little bit of flavor, super, super easy. So you got, you know, your protein, your carbs, your greens, and yeah, it's all you need in most of your meals. Okay, here's the byproduct. So essentially what I did is wild caught, so 7 ounces of protein again. In a diet, you must have to understand that you have to go higher in protein. So I do between 5 to 7 ounces, no matter what. I kept it very simple with asparagus and then with the white rice. Very easy, very simple. And normally I'll eat 2 or 3 of these in a day. And then this is what I will get into my calories or macros, which is the next step I'm about to go over. Okay, so let's get into some calories, some macros, what exactly I'm doing for the 90 days. Again, this macros will get adjusted as we go. But for month one, they look like this most likely. So this is more than an advanced talk. And if you get it, you get it. You know what I'm talking about. And if you don't, this is the day that you learn essentially, okay? Again, these numbers apply to me based on my weight, my body fat, okay? It doesn't mean it applies to you, but this is a concept. So our protein, it's going to be 200 grams of protein, and that's just what I consume. I have developed more muscle throughout the years. Some people don't need that much. Some people might need more because they've been doing it longer. Whatever the case might be, that works for me. Okay, then I have my fats at 30, and that works for me. I personally just enjoy being low fat so I can have higher carbs, which is my next point, which are the carbs. 150 for now. Again, I do want to get body recomposition, so I want to eliminate body fat, but yet I still want to feel full. So I'm not cutting my carbs, doing any carb cycles at the moment. So those are the macros. For the most part, when people are starting, don't get into macronutrients. I would say it's like, just understand how to get more protein. If you can possibly get, let's say you're 200 pounds, okay? If you're 200 pounds, I want you to get there at least 0.75 of, how can I say this? 1 gram per pound. So if you're 200, technically, if you aim for 200 grams of protein, that would be ideal. But most people just need to develop a ton of muscle. They have to be doing this long enough to learn how to play that game. Okay, so for the most part, if we can teach you how to get to 150, that's a huge one. Okay, that's the first thing I do. I don't track calories. I'll teach you how to track basically your protein, which is the most essential aspect of the thing. After you get that down, then you can understand like, okay, the calorie game, and then we can dial like your macros specifically. Again, this process may take a month, 2 months, up to 6 months, but is it worth it? Is it worth the skill set? Absolutely, 1000%. Okay, real quick, our linear and lifted leggings are so fire. Without promoting them, they've been selling out. So this is the last pair of small. So funny, I found some. Somebody's like, I need the leggings. But these are fire. I think they're only gonna get better. We got in crazy feedback. The only thing is hopefully finishing up some major projects at the gym. I want to be able to really take this to a next level. I'll probably give the clothing line like a 10 to 25% at its max. But one day I'm gonna go 50-50 with the gym and the clothing apparel, and I can't imagine what's gonna happen at that point. All right, so Teresa had me come get some bug spray because apparently it's a hot commodity right now. There's no bug spray. LA's crazy with mosquitoes, so man, it's like October already. Okay, so let me tell you how powerful nutrition is. So essentially, there's this guy that came in for, I think that we have, it's called a 6-week challenge. So the guy was 250 pounds, and our goal was to at least help him lose 12 pounds. So the guy, he wanted to change. I asked him, how bad do you want it? Why is this important? Why? And his reason was so powerful that I said, hey, if you want to be fit, you need to start thinking like a fit person. So it was more about an identity thing. So when I think of weight loss, okay, or transforming your body, it's an identity thing that you stop saying you are this person, you will become this new person that you want to become. It's an identity. So this guy comes and loses 30 pounds. He went from 250 pounds to 219 in 6 weeks. How insane was that, right? So nutrition, right? What I really told them is, listen, if you eat healthy, you're not gonna die. And that was it, okay? If you don't eat healthy, okay, then you will die. That's the type of thing that we need to tell people. It works. It's so powerful. So when it comes to nutrition, the way I see it is you need to eat anyway. Might as well eat things that work for your body. So that's it. Like you only got one body, right? Why are you without your health? But it's really those tough conversations that we need to have with ourselves. Like, why am I doing this? Why am I binge eating? Why am I always eating sweets? What's the problem? It's a bigger problem. That's what it is. So that's the nutrition conversation. I guess that's just like the identity. It's like an identity thing. You need to fight this this thing that holds us back, that we feel we need to eat a certain way, do things a certain way. Nonsense, really. This is day 9. Chicken will always be chicken. That's how you make your chicken. So again, I like to make it as lean as possible, but yeah, like for it to feel like decent. Okay, so obviously some sea salt, okay, not the other cheap stuff if you can. La paprika, by the way, So again, some of that stuff. Yeah, buddy. And again, turmeric again. I use it for everything. And then adding some pepper. Okay, and then just so it doesn't come out dry, I will use the air fryer on this one. So I will use this lemon herb type of thing. I don't know, it gives it a more, I don't know, better flavor overall. Like it's sugar free. It's got like 10 calories, so literally all I do is I mix it up. So I like to use the air fryer just because I don't have to throw extra oil, throw extra calories, as long as the thing tastes good. And if you know, it's very moisty with the sauce that I threw in there. So literally, if you have access to an air fryer, please do it. Literally, that's what I do. I normally let it be for 15 minutes, but I'll bring it to like 360 so it doesn't come out way too like crunchy and stuff like that. But yeah, super easy. Then you just walk away from this and let it do its thing. Okay, so here's here are my scrambled eggs. Basically, just one egg with a ton of egg whites in here, about 225 total eggs. And situation happening here, maybe only 5 grams of fat, spinach, mushrooms, and tomatoes. Very simple. Non-sticky oils, doesn't throw extra fat. Again, I do this just to plus 6 was getting more protein, so I could hit my 200 grams. Okay, so let's get a little bit into the rabbit hole. What's going on here? So I do have about 5 meals a day. I am consuming about maybe 300 grams of rice a day. Okay, so if you notice, here's my chicken breast that I just cooked, some asparagus, and again, a second plate of that. I do throw this honey mustard and it's sugar-free essentially. Super good, low calories. I did some steak yesterday, so a little bit of sugar-free barbecue sauce, sweet and spicy. Get the same deal here, but for the most part, in order for me to hit my macros, I do have my scrambled eggs as well. I just throw like one egg, like I said, showed earlier. And then we have the cream of rice today, and I just pretty much mix it up. And then this, actually I kind of eat it with this meal. So I'm hitting about 200 grams of protein. Then technically I still have one more meal, and I do like lean ground turkey, like a salad, because the last meal I don't like to have a lot of carbs. But yeah, that's it. This is a rabbit hole of the whole thing. Today is for weight loss. This is where the money's at. This is what everybody wants to know. How do I lose weight consistently? How do I stay like slim for the most part? I just noticed over time that most people just want to have less body fat. The less fat, the better, and the more muscle, the better. Tone, right? Tone is not a real term. It's just having less fat and more muscle. So weight loss has a formula. It's a skill set. Once you learn how this formula works, I promise you will never blow up again. You could be running right now, eating salads, you may lose some weight, but if you keep going back up, it's because you don't know the formula yet. So today when I get to the office, I'm gonna get into like the whole formula, how it works, okay? So please understand, you have this thing called a maintenance level, that this is where you will stay the same. You don't go up or you don't go down. But once you figured out how to go down, get into what is called a caloric deficit, you will lose weight week after week, and you can stop it at any given time. So people want to go up, which is fine. There's a way to do it as well. So let's get ready. Take some notes on this one. It's gonna be going into the rabbit hole, but I try to simplify the formula as much as I can, because people deserve to know this thing, right? And then again, people don't want you to know it, so you can keep eating bad, you can keep going to a doctor, all these things. And I just literally want people to be healthy. I learned it by myself. I just never stopped. I think after helping hundreds of people, the formula works with no doubt. So get some notes. You're gonna get a lot smarter today, I promise. What are you eating? Talk about your food.
I'm eating salmon, some aguacate, and lechuga.
How old is that avocado?
Okay, it looks all kind of black.
All right, Blake, what's going on here? What is this, bro? How much are you eating?
This is, well, it was one meal. This is now, this is two meals technically.
Yeah.
Like, well, yeah. So 7 ounces of ground beef, 6 ounces of rice. I doubled that. That's 14 ounces in here and 12 ounces of rice. I ate half of that earlier. Gonna eat the other half now. Head home, do it again. Meal prep. Get ready for tomorrow.
What's the macros today?
Macros for today, I think they're around 43 or 4,400 calories, about 260 grams of protein, 450 grams of carbs, and about 80 to 85 grams of fat.
Oh my gosh, nice.
Yes, sir.
Enjoy. What's going on? So it's time to break down the caloric deficit formula. Basically, it's the weight loss formula, the hack secret. You know, this is going to change your life. But please understand that it all starts with what I said earlier, which is understanding your maintenance level. That means how much you need to consume of food daily, that you neither go up or you neither go down, okay? Once we figure that number, we can decide to go up or go down. In this case, we're studying how to get to like lose 1 pound a week. That is like the standard in the caloric deficit formula, okay? So this is what we look into. So for men, more or less, okay, this is a ballpark. This is a ballpark for a woman. Unless you go to a doctor, that's going to tell you exactly what your maintenance level looks like based on metabolic rate and how much you walk, activity, blah, blah, blah. But not a lot of us can go to the doctor every day. So we're going to do a little bit of math. So mostly for men, you multiply your body weight times 15. This means you're an active person. So basically you work at an office, but yet you go to the gym. That's an active person. If you work in construction, I will probably do body weight times 16. And if you do absolutely nothing, body weight times 14, more or less. For women, that number kind of looks body weight times 12, more or less, okay? Anything below that will lead you for a weight loss, essentially, right? Anything above this can potentially take you towards like gaining some weight. That's what it is, okay? So let's start the example with men. We're gonna do a little bit of math today. So basically, let's talk about a man who wants to lose 1 pound a week, okay? So the first thing that we do here is that a man that weighs 200 pounds, we're gonna multiply times 15, right? So that is 3,000. So a man that weighs 200 pounds and wants to lose 1 pound a week, okay, he consumes 3,000. This is his maintenance level, okay? Now, the crazy thing about caloric deficit, this is how you lose 1 pound a week, is that it takes 3,500 calories to drop 1 pound of body fat, okay? So the way you do this is base it on 7 days. The next thing is you have to divide then 3,500 by 7. And that leads to 500 calories. So as long as you're consuming less than 500 calories, 500 calories fewer, you will lose 1 pound a week. That's what the math said, and that's really how it works. So in this case, from the 3,000, we're going to subtract 500. So at 2,500, this should lead a person to lose 1 pound a week. Okay, this is how you start losing body fat. This is the same example for a woman, more or less. So let's say a girl weighs 160 today. So in this case, more or less, the maintenance is about 12. So it looks like 1920, okay, 1920, okay. So then obviously, when it comes to women, we don't really encourage to go for 1 pound a week. It's more like half a pound. So let's say even if we reduce, let's say 300 calories here, okay. All right. We're looking at more like 1620, okay. They will lose kind of like half a pound. But the problem is that most women who are trying to lose weight are not even eating this much. Some of them are eating like 800 calories. And this is also really, really bad because your body's starving, you crash your metabolism, your body's trying to survive, and you still don't hold on to any fat that you have here. So this is no bueno, not good. Okay, so many times we have to teach someone to eat more so the metabolism can start working again and they can actually start losing weight properly, okay? So this is the formula of the caloric deficit. So this is stage 1. This is how you calculate it. So as long as you understand, okay, you get a tracking app, start tracking kind of the stuff that you eat, and then eventually you get a scale, then it's gonna be so simple for you to track. And if you track it, I promise you, you're going to get really, really good at this super quick. It's just like checking your bank account, just tracking how much you're spending, how much you're saving, and what's happening. That's it. And then that's how you pretty much get to your goal. The next stage is going to understand your macros. So now that's going to be part number 2. So let me clear this up so I can get to that. Okay, so now let's get down to the macronutrients. This is getting into the rabbit hole of the whole formula here. But once you figure this out, oh my gosh, you like won the game for reals, okay? So macronutrients or macros, okay, there's 3 components to them, and it's all about finding out how much you should be consuming of each. At some point, this is a bodybuilder soup, but the more advanced people do, they don't even count calories, they just count how much they should be consuming of each thing, okay? So you got protein, fats, and carbs. So check this out. So we're using the example of a guy that's 200 pounds, wants to lose at least 1 pound a week, okay? So we're gonna use that number, 3,000 calories. We're gonna take away basically not 500 but 600 calories, just because it is hard to hit it 7 days consecutively. Okay, so we know that. So let's go for 2400 in case for some room for mistake. So what happens here is that ideally, if you weigh 200 pounds, you want to consume 1 gram per pound. So in this case, would be 200 grams of protein, but we do understand that is a lot at first. Okay, so we recommend multiply your body weight times 0.8 if you're starting. Okay, but eventually get into like 1 gram. So if in this case, if you're 200 and you're new to this, if you're getting between 150 and 160, that's great. That's a great starting point, but eventually we'll move you to that. So what happens is, ideally we want to consume 200 grams of protein. As you can see that's the goal. Okay, so what you need to know, the next thing is basically is that there are 4 calories, okay, per gram of protein. So that will make it 800 calories. 200 times 4 is 800, right? Next thing are the fats. Okay, so the way you calculate how much fat you should be consuming, it will be your body weight times 0.25, and the spectrum set up to 3.5. Meaning, if you like more fats, like avocados and peanut butter, you can lean more all towards this way. But for the simplicity of the thing, let's use the simple math of body weight times 0.25, and that will make it to essentially 450 calories. 50 grams of fat. Okay, 50 grams of fat here. So then what happens is that we multiply 50, and there are 9 calories per gram of fat. It's a lot higher, so that will be 450 calories. So all I did here, I added the protein and the fats. So that will make it 1250 calories between those two. And then basically that remaining component will be your carbs. So what I did is I got the 1250 minus 2400, which will be the total, and that will make it at 1150. Okay, so what happens with the 1150 calories, all we need to do is divide it by 4, because carbs also have 4 calories per gram. Okay, so that will bring it to 280. So these are the numbers essentially. You got 200 grams of protein, 50 grams of fat, 200 grams of carbs. So now the game says we're going to continue to keep dropping body fat. The rules of the game says keep your protein the same, keep your fat the same. What happens is over time you start dropping your carbs. So let's say you start at 280, then you go down to 250. After a couple of weeks, basically you plateau, bring it down to 250, and then after that you're going to 225. Then maybe 2 weeks later you drop it down to 200. Then you get to 175. When you're in the 150s, technically you should be at like a 6-pack level, right? That's the way that you do this, and some people can handle it, let's say 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, some people do it for 5 months, and that's how you play the game. All this makes it simple, and if it doesn't, then obviously we're here to answer questions. I'm here to answer any questions, but this is the spectrum. This is the spectrum. You want to figure this out, and it takes a lot and a ton of practice, okay? So play with it, download an app. I like this app called Fat Secret Calorie Counter. It literally tells you your numbers there in the top, if you're hitting it, if you're not hitting it. So yeah, all that helps. Real quick, bro, like from your perspective, discipline, diet, training, like what's your biggest takeaway you could tell anybody? Like, cause you get results to your clients, so like what's the one thing you always tell them every time that works?
I always try to make diet more of a lifestyle than something I dread doing. So I try to incorporate foods that don't feel like diet foods.
Like what?
So instead of like just chicken and rice, it'll be like a chicken taco or like chicken quesadillas, something to spice it up so it doesn't feel like they're dieting.
Yeah, so just make it fun, make it easy.
Yeah.
What do clients like about that? Like what's their feedback? Like on like mixing up their foods and not making it boring.
Yeah, so like what I try to do is I teach them to eventually be able to track on their own so that they're able to incorporate foods that they enjoy. And it's not just me giving them meal plans based off what I eat.
That's crazy. And what are some of the results they're getting like by doing that?
They're like dropping a pound a week every week. That's the goal.
That's the 1 pound a week. Thanks, bro.
So.
All right, so it is Wednesday. Well, it's 12:15 a.m. Technically it's Thursday, but it's supposed to be legendary leg day. You think I'm gonna skip it? Nope, we're about to go right now. How hardcore? I don't know. I'm gonna give it my absolute best, but we don't skip leg day. No, not gonna do. Hi. Hi. What are you eating? Show me.
Asparagus and shrimp.
Let me see that. Yum. How's it taste?
Amazing.
Oh, yeah.
It tastes strong.
Love it. All right, so what's happening today, Coach
All
Mike?
right, Byron. Today we're working on upper body, specifically chest and back. Get ready, because we're in hypertrophy mode. Oh, your chest, your back, oh, it's gonna be sore, but it's gonna grow and you're gonna be strong. Starting here, dumbbell up, reaching all the way up. Find your back as you come down, just pressing for 10 reps, and then pressing up. So when we do workouts, everything has, it's like a dance to me. There's choreography. We're not just out here, la, 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 la. There's a tempo and a timing and a hold to everything. So our tempo for today is 3 seconds. So as we come down with the bar and the dumbbells, we're going down for 3, we're going down for 2, and we're going down for 1, and we're pressing up.
Pressing.
Yeah.
Okay, 1, 2, and then up.
Yeah, you do a great job at this. Every time I watch you, you're in the zone, you're focused, you're thinking about what you're doing, you're not just haphazardly just moving your hands.
Same. Shoot them here. Elbows in, right?
Correct. Elbows facing forward. So they should be pointing towards the mirror, not going out towards the doors.
Like that?
Exactly. There you go. Engage the back as you come down. Good. That's it. Number 3. Nice. Come up. 2 more. Yes. Squeeze. In. Last one. Find your back. In, and rest it there. Brilliant. Yeah, buddy. Good. 3 more. Good. 2. Last one, we're gonna hold it. Here's the last one coming up here. And hold it. Squeeze the back for 5, 4. Let's check him, squeeze more. Sit up tall. Hold that. 3, 2, 1. Easy and rest. Good.
So what's your theory of fitness? Why should people do this till like for the rest of their life?
Honestly, I started in fitness because of aesthetic reasons. Then I learned that it's all about functional fitness. And we were talking about this. It's about pouring into the 6-year-old version of you. Are you gonna be doing squats at 60? You're gonna be doing pull-ups and chin-ups at 60? It's about making those little progressions and steps to getting to that.
Yeah.
Because we don't wanna be 40 and we're like, oh, my back, my knees. That's the most common thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah.
To your point, we all start just because we want to look good. But then you realize life is more about that. You want to be able to age well, right?
Exactly.
Be strong at 50, 60, like the long-term goal. So
Exactly.
yeah,
The
thank you
fountain of
for-
youth.
That's it, baby.
All right.
The machines that we have, they're old school and they're bulky, right? So what we can do is like
Trying to figure this thing out right now.
that are still old school.
Where
and
it's
cool,
gotta go.
It's not as much.
Good morning. It is Friday. Basically, these are lean ground turkey meatballs that I'm gonna do right now here at the air fryer, and basically I'm gonna put up from like they just need like about 10 minutes, like at 360. And yeah, let me show you the sauce that I'm gonna use for this. Okay, so I just finished with the 93.7 lean ground turkey meatballs. So all I'm doing is obviously we're gonna throw some sauce, and I use this brand in particular. And check this out, I'm being very precise about the calories. So it says 125 grams for 50 calories. And this is not something normally I do for diet, but it obviously just to make the diet fun, and we throw some sauce, some tomato sauce, right? So fire, super low calories and like high in protein. This is the way to go. Easy. And then again, I use the same thing like salt, pepper, paprika, and turmeric. Super easy, super simple. You could do this like within less than 15 minutes. Let me show you the world's easiest breakfast, if you call it. I did put 40 grams of oatmeal or old-fashioned here. It is equivalent to half a cup, and then some almond milk, as you can see. And all I do is pretty much I fill it up, and then what's happening is literally I'm gonna come in and just put it in the microwave for 1 minute. Okay, so next thing is basically my protein powder, and you can choose the powder that you like. For example, with me, I do have a high protein diet already, so I'm not want to put like crazy amount of protein. So I'm about 15. Yeah, There you go, just to be precise. Bam. All right, so I went a little bit over, I guess, and all I do is just mix it up and just have this with strawberries. Normally I eat it before I leave my house, but today it's one of those days where like I can't eat it here. So super easy, you can do this every day, and like I said, choose the protein that you like, and then just an old-fashioned oatmeal. It works every single time. What's up? So it's been super busy this week. Extremely late nights, and one thing I really wanted to focus was nutrition. Now here's the thing, crazy enough, a lot of people here in the States at least will probably spend about $1,000 on entertainment going out, and there's just no benefit to us, right? So which is fine, but the one thing is, like, if you're not learning and you're investing in your health, okay, what you're eating, okay, if you're 20, 30, 40 is cool, I get it. Like, we all been there, we all done that, but at some point, since I work with so many people, okay, once they hit 50, 60, 70s, if you're not taking care of yourself, those years you will suffer. You don't want to be like 60 and be at the hospital like half of the time. It's really not cool. So you gotta start learning right now, and you have to eat either way, so might as well eat things that benefit you, and then everything else is here and then. It's like entertainment, right? You don't eat chocolate cake 3 times a week, right? So think about the drinking at that point. So you don't need these things. You just need to be healthy and to feel amazing about yourself. And if you feel like getting away from reality in order for you to be happy, that's not really the solution. It's the everyday activities. And like, if you learn to eat what you're supposed to eat and you feel great, then trust me, all the other things that you're craving, like alcohol, crazy bad food, like, you will enjoy it. I promise you. And it's a tough thing. It's a tough pill to swallow, but you know what? It is what it is. You're gonna get to 50. You're gonna get to 60 one day. So if you don't take care of yourself, your 20s, 30s, 40s, I was there, not in my 30s, and I can't stop it. I can't stop that fact that I'm aging, right? So might as well age well. Like, you're not gonna be able to stop that either. So that's just as real as it gets, So learn it up a little. Like, it gets easier, probably not easier, but it's just part of you. In the end, you're just gonna be happier. You're gonna wake up good every day. And I tell people every single day who come into our facility, this is a little bit of a life-changing moment when you come into our facility. And then a couple of months later down the road, they say all the things that I said. I was like, dude, I feel incredible. I feel with purpose. I look younger. I feel better. Blah, blah, blah. And yeah, so that's just kind of the goal here, to make everybody feel good about themselves every day, because tomorrow's not promised.
This is crazy. They're gonna lift this entire thing with their forearm.
And she's smiling.
Yeah, they look like they're having a grand old time. They're lifting a big old. Look at that. I don't know.
We're about to do this, and we're thinking we're gonna die. A vault? You taking a vault like that?
I don't know, man. We're gonna find out.
All right, we're grabbing some stuff for LM. It is 3 p.m. I'm barely having my second meal. I'm starving to death. So I threw my scrambled eggs here with my actual meal. So it's rice, scrambled eggs, and then my lingua turkey meatballs technically. So super low in calories, high in protein. That's like the vibe what we're actually trying to do on the day-to-day right now. Look at Jose.
I don't want people to think I'm cheating.
No, dude. You're not cheating. This guy's picking out some stuff. This is Alright, so here at Home Depot, it's been a long morning already. So physique update, going into 10 days into the diet, I lost 1 pound, so almost averaging half a pound a week. Put on some size, nicer muscle, got a thicker frame, but yet got leaner a little bit. So that's the goal. It's not to like drop weight like crazy, it's just like drop body fat and on the muscle. So it's a painful, absolutely. But I think we're breaking through and getting over the hump of it. And then, yeah, we just got to continue. The good thing, I see the biggest benefit is that I've been so locked in. There's so many activities and things I got to get done, like at work. And now I'm not stopping until it gets done. So it doesn't matter if it's 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., things got to get done. This is mentality, man. Knowing that the fact that I'm getting in shape, I'm doing this whole physique transformation, it just unlocks, unlocks you to another level. And so I'm running late here to a dinner in Bakari in Silver Lake. So this is what I'm doing, and I'm not like basically like not eating out, what I'm doing is the way I calculate this thing is, well, hypothetically speaking, if I cook every single meal, that'll be 35 meals a week. So what I do is I allow about 3 meals that I don't cook, so that means going out. So like have dinner like a one-on-one, maybe one with friends on Saturday, and then like Sunday with my family. So that's what I do. So it's not like if you cook or you don't cook, it's how much you're cooking, how much you're not cooking. So in this case, I'm aiming for like 90% discipline, okay? Because I'm not a bodybuilder, I'm not competing in the show, so it is irrelevant. So at some point, if you get super hardcore in this, it gets into your head, unless you have like a competition at that level. So that's my math. Share it, and it's all about enjoying the process and have some fun in between. That's my boy Rick. What's up, bro? Look at this guy. It's like Friday night, almost midnight. What are we doing, bro?
Market.
What's LM for you?
Family.
Family.
Family, bro. It's all about winners and family.
Yeah. Okay, so it's like 1 a.m. This whole thing about building the coolest gym, sickest gym, it's the whole... Oh man, I'm going too hard. But anyway, make some adjustments here at the outdoors. This is a machine that we've been trying to get for a long time. It just kind of matched with some of the equipment that we have here, same brand. This is the reverse fly, back fly. Okay, so wanted to make it like started to be more sick, more badass, you know. Anyway, we also are doing here like just this is the decline. The only thing is that I'm gonna have to put like a whole thing to cover from top to bottom. I'm sorry, from like one angle to like another angle here. So yeah, that's the situation here. So in. What's up? Back to life in day 13 here. When I really want to talk to the people about being authentic, be original, because everyone deserves to create what they think is valuable and meaningful to them. For example, I'm not trying to copy anyone because I'm building a brand. I'm building a brand because that gives me meaning and it gets me drive, right? And now what happens is, oh my God, I'm low on gas. But anyway, if you copy someone because your friend is doing something, like let's say you want to start a brand because I started a brand, okay? Trust me, you will fail because you know it's not authentic, it's not meaningful to you, because it gets really difficult. And when you get challenged whether you think it's going to work or not, then you have to have the biggest, strongest reason why you're doing it. Like again, it needs to have meaning, okay? So be authentic, be original. Once you get out of that cycle of like repeating the same thing every day, I promise you will be different. I made that promise like 4 years ago for myself, and you know, I'm here doing it. Yeah. Okay, let's test out Jeff. Make me laugh. Just kidding. Share your candy. Yeah, share your candy. Share candy. Share candy.
Guys. What's up, guys? Welcome in. This is actually my first comedy show. I can't believe I'm in it. I just realized that. I think because I think technically I'm fun, but I'm not funny. Maybe if I was funny, I have a lot of roles, but that's not the case. Thank you everybody for coming here. Jeff reached out to us and he told me, "Was this specifically fit, bro?" And he said, "Yeah, we'll do it." And I said, "Say less." and so Ellen Fitness Center, if you know, so we're not just a gym, no, you know, those pro gyms or nothing like that. We build community. We believe everyone should feel good about themselves, look good. You know what I mean? Feel good, and that's kind of what we do here as a community. Well, it means if you guys
live in the area, or perhaps someone needs to do this, because I can technically everybody needs to do this, just come see us afterwards. Like I said, we're more like a family and a home feeling, so this is what kind of we want to bring community like this, have a good time, and enjoy every moment of life, right? So, all right, event one's over for the night. Hi, Teresa, you're on camera. Hi. Okay, it's event over tomorrow. How many people are coming tomorrow? Teresa?
Yes.
How many people are coming tomorrow?
Oh, like over 400.
400. It's a personal record. I don't know what we're gonna do. What the heck? Half of the city's coming, but you know. Dang, that's a lot of people. Alright, so we got some balloons representing Doom. And that's the man. I'm recording, dude, getting the vlog. What time is it? 11? Okay, it's 11 p.m. Dude, I'm so proud of you, bro. It's like 400 people, over 400.
Yeah, we'll see.
Look at this guy. Getting the crowds going, and he's doing the cleaning. You can't beat it. You can't beat that.
I hope, like I said, I hope 50 show up. That was the goal, 50.
50. Now we're like half of the city, bro. Low-key, I'm freaking out. Good job, man. So, plunge bath, maybe 3 of them?
3.
3? 1, 2, 3. You better y'all jump in this thing tomorrow. How many side nuts have we got? Okay, so welcome to my vlog. What are you playing? What type of music are we playing today?
Oh, just a mix of, a little bit of everything. Some rock, AC/DC, little Bruno Mars.
Okay.
Get our
Let's
blood
go.
pumping.
Let's go. Get the blood pumping. Thanks, coach. My man.
Yeah, they're retired. They are really fun.
Mile run, and then there's gonna be the 5K. The 5K is gonna go first. Everybody's gonna exit to the right, go down the river path. You're gonna find people guiding you. If you don't, you're
He's gonna extend his leg. There you go. Now the other one. Now the other one. Yeah, this one. This one.
So funny. He's loving it. It's
There it is. It's all out of love. There it is.
Gary, how about this right now? We'll drop body fat.
We're doing the Lipo Slim shot for Byron.
It's going to help improve his metabolism. It's going to help convert his food into energy in his body.
And target stubborn fat.
Yes.
Doing a lot for him today.
Yeah, so it's training, it's nutrition, it's cardio, sleeping, and then these things help you get there faster. So, yeah, I'm excited.
And the best part about this is that it's made up of B vitamins.
Okay.
So it's natural. And it should give you good energy too. Let's go.
Energy, less body fat, yes. I'm not mad at that. Never have enough for the weekend. You gotta build.
my Rolodex. First time.
All done.
Well done. Thank you so much.
So with this one, you might feel a little soreness.
Oh yeah. I felt that, which is I said I was quiet.
You just gotta move your arm around a little bit.
This one, you do feel a little bit.
Super tight window with cooking today. It's Sunday, but basically it's just potatoes, super easy to make in the air fryer, salt, pepper, some garlic powder, the scrambled eggs. Like, it's gonna help you to get your protein up. It's like tremendously amazing when you're trying to hit those goals. And then literally more ground turkey. I didn't make it all fancy this time, but yeah, just a consistency. Even though you don't have a lot of time, just gotta get out of the way. This drunken monkey. Hey, your face. Your face. I'm making some salmon, and I'm a little bit more like liberal on my meals today. So doing some kale salad, and I do have this pita bread, some rice of course, and then I'm gonna have the pita bread with this dip right here. So For example, a Sunday nap boring dinner. All right, so wrapping up week 2, 14 days out of 90 days. I was supposed to heavily talk about nutrition this week. I didn't tackle it the way I wanted to, but for the most part, when it comes to nutrition, it is the hardest thing to master, and it's not because people are not smart enough to learn. It's just the way you were raised, the way you take food, right? It's a belief system. I'm Hispanic and we think we need to eat in a certain way. Is it true? Not. Can we live without rice? Yes, we won't die without rice, technically, right? But it's a belief system. So it's about educating yourself, and it's not in people's best interest for you to learn, okay? It's a very, unfortunately, but that's the reality. So for weight loss, okay? Learn how to eat more protein first. It's not about eating less calories, eating healthier, keto, none of that nonsense. All you have to learn is how to eat more protein, because that way you can stay full, feel full longer. You won't be craving sweets, okay? You won't be craving a ton of alcohol or desserts. And after that, then everything else kind of kicks in, like the calories, the fats, the carbs, all that stuff. That's secondary. Once you, sorry, my dog's acting crazy. So that's the rule of the game. So get to step 1, eat more protein, okay? Then you'll get to learn like calories and the macros, right? When it comes down to gaining weight, you still have to learn that component. Then it kind of gets more into like the fats, how much fat you should have. If you're gonna eat in a surplus, you're gonna be eating a lot more. Then basically you need to kind of understand how much that looks like, and then you can eat a lot of carbs. That's the game we play. Okay, so again, everything comes with practice, right? The skill set is a thing that you're good at, that you know how to do. So nutrition, it is a skill set, and once you get the hang of it, you can only get better. Then eventually it becomes just part of your second nature, so you will do it with your eyes closed, okay? Promise, it's a skill set that's worth learning, and then you can go out, you can have fun, okay? But if you stay under the ignorance, then you're not going to be able to enjoy these things the proper way. All right, peace out.